Hey, what's up everybody, TechChucker here, and welcome to This Week in Dioramas Season 2, Episode 2. If you're not familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. Now, if you'd like to be considered for a future showcase, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag ThisweekInDioramas. I gotta say, you guys just smashed me this week with all of the posts that you submitted. It is so amazing to go through all of these. If you aren't already following the This Week in Dioramas hashtag, I highly recommend you do that because there's a lot of dios that I am not able to showcase, and you don't want to miss all of the talent that's out there. There's a lot of really good ones that I just haven't been able to showcase. So make sure you're following the hashtag on Instagram so you can see all of them. And I thank you guys for all of the support. And look at that, we are at over 3,000 posts already with the This Week in Dioramas hashtag, and it is growing every single day. So I thank you so much for that. Before we get started with the showcase, I need to reveal the winner of last week's fan vote. And if you don't recall who we were voting for, it was the Cottage and Bridge by Saturn Crowley, the Office Desk by Leo Furtado 62, the Ruined House by C. Goosey, the Viking Ruins by Mock G, I'm calling her Mock G because I think it sounds cool, and I don't know how to say the name, and the Spider-Man display by the Krusty Crew. All of these were amazing, but there could obviously only be one winner, and your winner of episode 1 of season 2 is the Spider-Man display by Krusty Crew. They will now be entered into the Grand Championship coming at the end of the year, so congratulations. Thank you to everybody who participated. Make sure that you stay tuned till the end, where I will reveal my top 5 of this episode, and you'll get your chance to vote for your favorite once again. There was a very strong theme this week, and that theme was Star Wars. This is the way. And we're starting off with Chinchilla, and I really like this display piece. I especially like the texture that you've got on this back wall. Looks really cool. Love the little grass tufts on here as well. You've got the Mandalorian here, Mando right there. If you haven't watched the series on Disney Plus, I highly recommend that you do. It's just a really good show. I think they did a superb job with it, just like Chinchilla did on this diorama. I especially like the paint tones that you've got. It's very earthy, and there's a lot of color contrast, which is really nice. You really stepped it up. That wooden door looks great. Let's cycle through the pictures here. One without the figures on here. I love the little control panel there. It's just so cool. The door handle looks amazing. You did a great job with this piece. The paint is so good, and I love these little props. Looks so good. So awesome job, Chinchilla. Just loving this piece. What a great way to start the episode. This next one made me laugh, and it's coming from Time Capsule Scratch Builder. It is a shed as a vehicle, and the reason that I laugh is because my dad made something very similar to this. Now, it wasn't an actual vehicle, it was a trailer, but it just brought back those memories of the trailer that my dad built that was essentially a shed on wheels. And this is a really cool piece. It's very creative. I don't know what this is from necessarily, but it's a 1/32 scale. Time Capsule Scratch Builder does a lot of really cool work. I love that you've got like the dirt kicking out from the back, and it's just so unique. I've not seen a diorama piece like this before. You got the little tail lights. You can see the kicked up dirt there. Just a fun piece. So great job. I love how you encapsulate everything into an easy to display piece. It's so complete. So awesome job. Thank you so much for submitting this. It's just so much fun. Next is another one of those Star Wars pieces. This is from OG1 Customs. Work in progress. It looks amazing already, and I absolutely love this thing. The textures that you've got on the walls with your paint, different tones, looks awesome. I love the door. It's very Star Wars-esque, and then the little details that you've got throughout. I'm assuming you're going to be adding even more stuff to it. It already looks amazing. I love the little rag here that is, I can't think of the word, but it just looks amazing. Doors look amazing. Your paintwork looks amazing. It's just great. I absolutely love this piece. And yeah, see, look at that. Such great detail. I love the paintwork on here. So good. So awesome job to OG1 Customs. Can't wait to see this thing when it is completed. Next is a pretty sweet display from DJS Dioramas. It is a full building, corner, curb or whatever you want to call that, up for sale. So DM them if it hasn't already sold. I can't believe that it hasn't. So yeah, make sure that you DM them if you are interested in something like this. You got some nice lights on there, and the windows are looking awesome. I just really dig this piece. You did a great job with all of this. The sidewalk really looks good with the paint that you've got there, and I love the yellow that you've got on the edge of the curb. Signs look great, so awesome job to DJS Dioramas. And we've got another Star Wars display coming from Jeffrey Adamski. This is a little bit more of an ACBA style set of pictures, so I think there is a wider shot, but I really like all of these pictures because you're using your diorama to build out a scene, and there's so many figures in this. It is so cool. You can see some of the detail of your diorama. There's lots of really good texture on these walls. Let's cycle through some more. You're getting a little bit further out, so now we can see a little bit more of the diorama. Tons of props to be able to build that atmosphere of the movie scene. You got the little door there, which is awesome, and then I think, let's see, we've got a wider shot coming up, I believe. Oh, did you see that the Deadpool was in there? Nice. There, we've got a little bit wider, and then there we go. That's what I wanted to show. This is really cool. I love seeing that you've built this entire scene. You've got it filled with figures. You've got it filled with different props. So awesome job to Jeffrey Adamski. Look at that. It looks like you can even build it out or modularize this to make it a little bit bigger so that you can get even more stuff going on in there. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Now, this next diorama is quite possibly one of the most amazing dioramas that I have actually seen. It is so detailed and so amazing that
What?
Hey there, buddy. Are you busy?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Seriously? I'm recording right now.
Oh, really? Ah, sorry. I didn't know.
What? What are you serious? You just interrupted me recording the show. What do you want?
I didn't know. I thought maybe you'd want to tell them about the Amazon store. You know? The Amazon store? Where the people can go buy stuff?
I wasn't planning on it. I kind of felt like I was doing the ad far too many times and it was getting a little annoying.
I just didn't want you to forget, to tell them about the store. The Amazon store.
If I do the Amazon ad right now, will you go away?
Oh, yeah, sure. No, not a problem. You record. You're gonna do great, buddy.
Now, if you're like me, you probably buy a lot off of Amazon, maybe even a little too much. Now, your purchases from Amazon can support my channel just by doing what you've already been doing. Now, there's no added cost to you and no strings attached. All you need to do is follow my Amazon influencer storefront at amazon.com/shop/TechChucker and shop for the action figures you are already going to buy. At my store, I keep track of the prices of tons of action figures from Marvel Legends, Mezco, SH Figuarts, and so much more. And I curate shopping lists that you can easily browse. I even have a deals of the day list that you can watch for the best deals so you can quickly grab that tough to find figure before everyone else. So whenever you make a purchase using the links from my store, I'll get a small commission. but your cost stays the same. So go to amazon.com/shop/TechChucker now and follow my store and explore all the shopping lists and buy what you like. That's all there is to it. Thank you for supporting my channel and happy collecting. This next one is coming from Mighty Kane, and I really like the work that he does. So he's calling it a match made in hell. We've got the Hellboy figure. I think this is the, oh gosh, what is it? It's the 1000 Toys or something like that. Let's see, does it say? Anyway, I really like this display. There's lots of different textures, lots of different cool pieces in here. You've got a little statue there, and he's got a wider shot of this so that you could see it a little bit more in the daylight, which is pretty cool. He's using all of that coloring via lights, so the display is really just a gray, and he's using lights to get that nice blue color. So very cool looking display. Next is this one coming from the Krusty Crew. It's Vegeta versus C18. It's actually been made by Heat Krusty. Not sure who that is. I absolutely love this piece. It is so creative, and what I love about it is you've got this tanker truck that has like crashed into, it looks like a wall of like mud or something. I don't know if this is some sort of like power portal effect or something that they're doing, or this actually got destroyed by going into like a wall of mud. I don't know what it is. I love it. I love the little craters here. The paintwork on this street is superb. It actually looks like asphalt, which is so awesome and not a super easy thing to pull off. So that's one of the things that I really want to learn how to do better is pavement, and I absolutely love what you've done here. Paintwork looks so good. This is an awesome picture. Absolutely love that picture. There's just so many cool details. You can see they weathered this truck, little bits of rust on here. You can even see the dirt in the treads. That is cool. Absolutely love your work. It is so clean, so nice, so awesome job. Next is a really cool looking display piece from Jax Dio, and this looks really cool. It's very unique. I don't really know. It's called Cell in the Time Machine. I don't really know what this is. It looks like it's Dragon Ball Z, something like that. It is a super cool piece, very unique. I love the paint tones that you've got here on your stonework. The grass, it looks great. You can see a little bit of kind of like sand gravel down there to give it a little bit more texture, which is awesome. And then I love the fact that you've got like moss and grass growing on this time machine like thing. Even the pose of the figure is awesome. You did a great job all around with this. We'll go through some of these pictures so that you can see them a little bit closer. I think you might have manually like did this where this guy is like cutting a hole in the canopy of this thing. I think because this is like a kit sort of thing that you paint, and I don't know if it comes with the cockpit like thing burnt open like that. I'd love to know in the comments if you did that manually yourself, but this is a really solid looking piece. Absolutely love it. It looks so cool. This one is a matrix display from Ibrahim M. Art, and I really like this piece. It's a little bit unique to the displays that we've seen in the past because instead of a stone, well, I mean, marble is stone, but instead of the standard like concrete, this is supposed to emulate marble. And I think you did that just through paint, and I think you did a really nice job. I love the floor. It actually looks kind of like the polished marble that you'd see in the movie. So you did a really good job with this diorama piece. You can see a little bit better in this picture. Great job on this, and it just brings you back to the actual movie, which is so fun. I should go watch those movies again. Maybe not the last one, but I need to go watch them again. This one is coming from Diorama, always does amazing work, and this piece, the Michael Myers house, it's version 2. This is such a clean diorama. You did an amazing job. I just love how you've packaged it in this. Again, it's so clean. It looks so good. I love the light above. You've got the little house number up there. So many cool little details. Goes great with these figures. Pretty sure these are the NECA figures. Absolutely love this piece. Your work is always so good, so clean. Looks like it could be sitting on a museum shelf. Do museums have shelves? I don't think they call them shelves, but I just love it. Great picture to get that infinite black. That's hard to do unless you really understand lighting, so great job to Dripporama. This next display is a really cool looking diorama. It is from Bebop Noun. Maybe I got that right. It's a Assassin's Creed display, and I really like this piece. I love the big chunky blocks that you've got for the stonework. Gives it that older castle style. Now I've never played Assassin's Creed. I think I watched the movie, but because I don't really know the characters, it's not super memorable to me, so I don't know if this is from the movie or if this is from the game. I know that these Assassin's Creed figures I've seen before, but I really like your diorama. I think it looks very cool. So awesome job to Bebop Noun for a really cool display piece. Someone explained to me what these are. It almost looks like it's a watermark, but I think it's some sort of, I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is, but somebody tell me. It looks like it's almost like elements or something. So yeah, I need a little more information. I love the little props that you've got on here. Very cool, and adds so much more depth to a diorama. The little flame torches look awesome. They're lit up. The little banner tapestry, all of it looks super cool. So I didn't notice the emblem. That's cool. That looks really good, very clean. This next post is coming from One Man's Toydom, and it's a series of a bunch of different dioramas, and I think most of them are Star Wars. They're not all. So here we've got the Endor speeders, and then we go into this one. Not sure, I don't remember this, but I do really like the display. It looks really cool. This could almost be a Weapon X thing as well. And then let's go through to the next one. You've got gosh, I forget what that thing's. I can't remember what it is. I love this one so much. The snow, you can see the little snow on whatever it is that he's got his foot on. And then you've got like frost on the side, which is very accurate for somewhere in the snow. You can see that a little bit on this thing as well. It's like frost on there to show just how cold it is out. So awesome job on that one. There's more dioramas in here. Here you've got Jabba's little throne room. That looks awesome. So, One Man's Toydom, I like this kind of post where you can just kind of cycle through a whole bunch of your work. This is the trash compactor. This is Luke in the little snow guys. Jeez, I can't remember any of the characters. And then I think this is Tomb Raider. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Tomb Raider. And this is just like a little path with some nice moss and grass. Looks very realistic. So this guy does some really good work. Really digging it. So awesome. Thank you so much. Here's another Star Wars display coming from Lorenzen Dioramas. He does really nice work, and he does it in 1/18th scale. This one looks really cool. I love the details with these little fan things, and then the actual like conduit going to them, and the little symbol up there, and a little grate there. That looks awesome. I love what you got with the little canopy thing that's all tore up. That looks awesome. So great job. Paintwork always on point. You really have a knack for that, especially right up here where you can see the little bit of corrosion or weathering that you've got on there. Looking very solid. I love these Star Wars displays. It's always fun to see people's different takes on it. So great job. This next one is coming from Freda0204, Jack Skellington. He's actually got several other pictures, so go check him out on Instagram. This is a great picture. I absolutely love it, and this little dio piece is so cool. The sculpt that you've got on here is really nicely done, especially with this arch piece. It just looks so good with the weathering and the sculpt that you've got on there. It looks great. The lighting makes it a little bit harder to see what kind of paintwork you've got on here, but I do love the lighting. Looks like you're using some Luma cubes. Those Luma cubes are so useful when it comes to photography like this. You can get this little purple light that's shining on the back, and then you've got another one that's got some green in the background. Looks like you got a little bit of smoke. Maybe it's I don't know, like a vape deal or something like that. But I really love this piece. It's just super fun. So go check him out on Instagram and go check out some of his other pictures. This next one really caught my attention. This is from Diorama Diaries. He's calling it White Dog Story. I don't know. It looks really cool. I love it. There's so much stuff going on here. There's lots of stuff on the ground, and it's just a fun looking, well, I don't know if it's fun. It actually looks a little sad because it looks like it's kind of a downtrodden location. The rooftop portion that you've got there looks very nice. Probably used some corrugated cardboard, I'm guessing, for that. And then you've got the wooden slat wall there, contrasted with the brick wall to the side here. Some little graffiti with a tic-tac-toe board, which looks awesome, and then a cool little poster of some sort, a Coca-Cola deal there. So a really cool looking display piece coming from Diorama Diaries. Next is an absolutely epic looking piece from Euler's Workshop. It's an L-shaped alley, 1/12 scale. Base is about 30 inches by 42 inches. This thing is massive, and look at how much detail there is in this thing. It is absolutely amazing how much you've got going on here. There's so many little details. I wonder if you base this off of some reference material, or did you just design this out of your head? I would love to know. There's so much going on here with the different fire escapes down here, your brickwork. I think we saw some pictures of this very close up, and now we're seeing the whole thing. This is a phenomenal piece. I love the loading dock here, and there's just so much going on this piece. It is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. Here is an alien display piece from, what are we calling this? Pan Dioramas. There is a lot of great detail on this. All of these little grates are really adding to the look of this piece, and then just the grays that almost match the NECA. I believe this is a NECA alien figure, but they're a little bit darker. That really works. I love all of the different details with the pipes and the grate here and another pipe there and some hoses. That looks awesome, and I love how chunky the base is to really push it up a little bit. That looks nice as well. Usually we're using the 1 inch thick. That looks like it's 1.5 inches. Look at all the details. This is obviously a piece of a motherboard. I think this, it almost looks like it's the piece for inserting the CPU. Maybe I'm wrong. It looks like it's from a motherboard. So I absolutely love this piece. There's so many fun details on this, and I think you really did a great job on it. This next one is coming from Queens, New York Figures, and it is a jigsaw display. You've got, I didn't know that there was an actual jigsaw figure. I've never seen that before. What I want to focus on with this one is the paint. And I'm assuming all of this you did the paint yourself. I don't know about the tub here, or the basin. I think you did paint it, and it looks amazing. The nastiness on this thing, it just looks so disgusting. The tile work that you've got, where you've got some of them broken off, it looks amazing. The paint, again, I go back to the paintwork on here. The weathering looks so natural and so good. If you recall the movie where this scene happens, the one guy is chained to here, and he has to like cut his foot off or whatever. It's just such a sinister scene, and you really captured it very well. This is great work. Next is this one coming from Rhino Dioramas. If you're not following them on Instagram, you need to do so. They make lots of 3D printed items for sale, and they also sell dioramas. And this post is a series of the different dioramas that they have made. Looks like it's a series of their favorites. Go to rhinodioramas.com and you can see even more of the work that they've done. This one I absolutely love. It looks so good. There's so many cool little details. That door looks amazing. His paintwork is amazing. I absolutely love it. The dartboard, that is so cool. Let's cycle through some of these because the workmanship on all of these is flawless. Absolutely love it. So go check them out if you haven't already. You've heard me talk about Rhino Dioramas a lot last year. You're going to hear me talk about them a lot this year as well because they're a huge supporter of the show. And I absolutely appreciate all of that support that they've given us. This next one is coming from Romwell1014. It's a back alley diorama, 25 inches by 16 by 23. This thing is pretty epic. The construction of this piece is amazing. You did a great job with it. Let's cycle through the 3 pictures that you've got. This is another awesome shot. You can see everything that's going on. You got a nice little catwalk fire escape right here with, I think that's Deadpool. I think you just did a superb job on it. The concrete looks great with your paint. There's nice variation in the coloring, which I really love. And then obviously all of the props with the trash, the dumpster, all of those little props just add to the realism of these dioramas, and you did a great job. Look at the pictures that you can do with this. Amazing. Absolutely love it. So great job. And here is one more Star Wars display. This is coming from Dark Star Universe. These pictures are actually coming from the Black Comics Art Festival during the Martin Luther King weekend. And I really like this display piece. It's the not loading dock, it's the I forget what it's called, the Rebel Star Base or whatever. I absolutely love this. I'm assuming that this is probably 1/18th scale because I don't think that there's any X-Wing fighters in a 1/12th scale. Those would be huge. The amount of detail on this piece is phenomenal. There is so much going on. I absolutely dig all of the little details on the walls back here and then the little bit of accent light right above. Amazing looking. And then you can see a little bit closer up shot. Here is the actual display tables that they had. So much cool stuff going on here. Would have loved to be there, but awesome job to Dark Star Universe. Thank you so much for posting this. And then lastly is a extremely unique piece coming from Leo Furtado 62. I'm just blown away by this. It is a tree that has a whole bunch of ladders and whatnot attached to it, like scaffolding. And then in the next post that we'll go through, it's actually like it's like a tree house or a series of tree houses on this thing. It's hard to know where to start with talking about this thing because it is so intriguing, so cool. You can see the paint right on the trunk here. It looks so realistic, and I doubt it's even done in this particular picture. Let's go to another one of his pictures here because it's so cool. It's so cool. You guys got to see this. Check out the size of this thing. So he's working on it here, and let's go through a little bit more of this. I'm amazed. We're getting a little bit closer. Look at that. There's like a little city inside this tree. Holy cow. This is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. You guys, your work. Wow. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for submitting this. Thank you to everybody who submitted work this week. Like I said, I was inundated and overwhelmed with the amazing work. I picked some of the absolute coolest ones. There's still more, so go check out the hashtag Thisweekindioramas on Instagram. Make sure you're following it. Go give everybody some love for all the work. It's just so fun doing this. Thank you so much to everybody who participated this week in the fan vote and submitting dioramas. We're not quite done yet though. We need to reveal my top 5 of this week, and you'll get your chance again to vote for your favorite on the community tab on my channel as soon as you're done watching the episode. And my top 5 this week are the Star Wars Mandalorian Dio by 0G1 Customs, the Star Wars Dio by Lorenzen Dioramas, the Star Wars Mandalorian Dio by Chad Chilla, the Back Alley Dio by Rommel1014, and the Alley Dio by Oilers Workshop. Now make sure, because a lot of the names are very similar, that you know exactly who it is that you're voting for so they get your vote. And go to the community tab on my channel right now to place your vote, and we will let you know who the winner is next week. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell notification, and also share this video out to everybody that you know loves action figures, loves dioramas, loves art, all of that. Get the word out so people can see the amazing work that all of you are doing and grow this channel even more. And I will see you next week.